Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's video is another one dedicated to those of us with hooded, downturned, and/or aging eyes. My hooded eye videos are my most popular, and I completely understand why. It is a struggle, especially as we get older, to work with eyes that are more hooded, that don't have a discernible crease to them, that might have lost quite a bit of elasticity, where the eyelid skin is just not as firm as it once was, and that makes applying eye makeup quite difficult. So what I try to do in these videos is show you different ways to make the most of your hooded, downturned, and/or aging eyes. In my past videos, I've tried to show you different tips and techniques. There are multiple ways to play up hooded eyes. So if you're interested in watching more in-depth tutorials on how I make up my hooded eyes, definitely check out the playlist that I will have in the description box. But today I wanted to focus on 5 very specific things that I think everyone with hooded eyes should own. The first essential for me is an eyeshadow primer. I personally began using eyeshadow primer years ago because my lids are very oily. But even if you don't have oily lids, but you do have hooded eyes, an eyeshadow primer I think is essential. I personally love this one from P. Louise, and recently I've started using this NARS Soft Matte Concealer as my eyeshadow primer. Now I know some of you will say, Risa, I've tried eyeshadow primers, but they've all dried my eyelids out. There are some on the market now, such as the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer, that are better suited for mature lids or drier lids. And a mistake I find a lot of people make when using eyeshadow primers is that they use too much. You want to use just a tiny amount and spread it around your entire eye area, from your lash line all the way up to your brow. If I'm wearing eyeliner along my lower lash line, or even powder eyeshadow, I put a little bit along here as well. Now, you don't have to do that if you're not oily. That's not necessarily a hooded eye thing, but I do feel like if you have heavy hooded lids, an eyeshadow primer is really going to help keep that eyeshadow on, keep it looking more vibrant, keep it from transferring. So if you've tried an eyeshadow primer in the past and it didn't quite work for you, try maybe another brand, and also try using a little bit less. The next must-have is a creamy eye pencil to map out the shape of your eyes. I did a tutorial about 2 years ago utilizing this technique. It's actually something I learned from Nikki Makeup, not Nikki Tutorials, but Nikki Makeup on Instagram. She is an incredible makeup artist, and I first saw her use this technique in a hooded eye tutorial, and I was just blown away. I was just very surprised that I had never thought to do that myself or seen that technique used. You just take a creamy pencil. This is an eye kohl from MAC. You want to make sure the pencil is very creamy, that it doesn't tug on your lids, that it can be blended out easily, that it doesn't dry too fast. So I find these MAC eye kohls are fantastic for this technique, and it's what Nikki uses as well. So I start on the outer corner, I make a wing, and I sort of lift it up towards my temple. I don't want it to come out because my eyes are more downturned. If you have hooded eyes that are not downturned, you might prefer the shape of the eyeliner coming out this way versus myself, who likes it to go a little bit more upward. And then I run the pencil into where my crease would be if I had one. Again, we are mapping out the shape. And don't worry if it's messy, because this brings us to the third must-have, which is a small, actually I shouldn't say small, a tiny precision eyeliner brush. These are 2 of my favorites. This one is from Rephr. It is the number 23 brush. And then I also love the BK Beauty number 208. As you can see, this one is angled. and this one is rounded. It's going to come down to personal preference, which one you will use most often. Sometimes I like to use them both. I'll use this angled one to blend out the wing and the upper lash line, and then I will use the tiny pencil brush to smudge out my lower lash lines. I also use this brush to smudge out the crease. And as you can see here, it's going to look pretty strange, but trust me, it will all come together. Now we are going to must-have number 4, which is a matte eyeshadow in either brown or black. Now you can do navy or plum if that's your preference, but I think that most people should definitely have a really good matte black or brown in their collection, because that's what you're going to want to use to set the eye pencil that you just laid down. For this demonstration, I am using the Natasha Denona Biba palette because it contains a really nice matte brown, which is what I'm going to be using today. And as you can see here, what I'm doing is I am just setting that pencil, and I'm filling in the outer corners of my eyes to give them that lifted effect. I'm blending it lightly into the crease, very, very lightly. So brushes are really important, and then setting that pencil with a powder is also really, really important. But now that you've got an eyeshadow primer down, you've got a cream pencil down, and you've got a powder, your eye makeup is not going to budge. And I promise you, once you get this technique down, you will do your eye makeup in no time flat. And you can play around with the other shades that you use. As I mentioned moments ago, if you want to do a navy on the outer corners, you can go ahead and do that. You can pop whatever shade you want to on the lid. But don't forget, you do want to blend out this area with a lighter transition shade and blend it a little bit higher than your natural crease. Again, we want to be able to see the perfect blend when our eyes are open. So here's a look at my eyes completed with just mascara. Now this brings me to my final must-have. I know there's going to be some collective sighs and eye rolling with this one because I know a lot of you have tried this. I hear it all the time that you just cannot apply false lashes. They are a lot easier than they look, and we are not going to be applying a full strip lash. I truly feel that with the right lashes, the right glue, the right tools, the right mirror, and some patience, everyone can wear false lashes. I am not one of those people that likes dramatic lashes, and if you have hooded eyes, you already know that oftentimes you'll see someone wearing some beautiful lashes, you purchase them, you put them on, and they hit right up here. They just look like they're way too much. They're way too dramatic, and who wants their lashes hitting up here? Unless they're actually real, in which case I probably wouldn't mind. But since mine are not, they are short and stubby and blonde, I do my best with mascara, but then what I do is I take a wispy lash with a very, very thin band. I buy these in bulk on eBay or Amazon. They're so inexpensive. Cut it in half. Use that inner corner that you've cut on the outer portion of your eye. As you can see, I cut the lash in half. I applied a thin strip of glue. You want to wait about 15 seconds, and then I just pop it on the outer corners of my eyes. Now, some people with hooded lids really like the look of a lash that is longer in the center because it opens up the eyes more. But being that I personally have both hooded and downturned, also, I like to focus on the lifting of the outer corners versus making my eyes look bigger in the center. So that's why I choose to use the corner lashes. I also find them to be more comfortable because you've got nothing sort of poking you in this area right here. And look at the difference just adding that little cluster of lashes makes. All of the products I've used will be listed and linked in the description box. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave them for me in the comments. I will try to answer as many as I can. As I said at the beginning of the video, if you would like to see more in-depth tutorials on how to best make up your hooded and or downturned and or aging eyes, please check out the playlist that I have for you. If you did enjoy this video, I really appreciate you giving it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and be part of the Risa Does Makeup family. I do upload new content at least twice per week. You can also find me on Facebook and on Instagram and on TikTok under the same username. It's all Risa Does Makeup. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.